place I know that's tucked away, a place where you and I can stay, where we can go to laugh and play and have adventures every day. I know it sounds hard to believe, but guys and gals, it's true. Camp Campbell is the place for me and you. To see circus trapeze and fights and ghosts and pets and things and knives and dancing, dancing, waits and Camp Campbell.
It all started with just like we wanted to do a show about a summer camp because I worked at a summer camp for a long time. I thought that'd be fun. But that kind of, I think this sort of got started right when we were deciding like and trying to come up with these characters. Originally, the idea was to have our camp counselor be this very cynical, jaded, tired person trying to deal with all these kids. And I realized that's probably too true to life. So that was where the idea of like, well, what if you just switch the role? You make the 10-year-old the jaded, wiser than his years asshole, and the camp counselor just overbearingly positive.
There's only one camper at Camp Campbell worse than him, and it's me.
What do you want?
Double dessert, no activities for a week, and David's social security number.
Done.
Gwen!
Shut up, David!
Okay.
Tell us about your character, Gwen.
Well, she is a very charming, wonderful person, shiny, joyful, just filled with light and brightness. And every once in a while, she can be a little crabby.
No, you're being positive again. Gwen's the fucking worst. She slacks off, reads garbage, and has no idea what she's doing with her life. What? There's no time-traveling doctor coming to save you, Gwen. Get your shit together.
I just want to have his British babies.
I love how your character's evolved in the last couple seasons.
Yeah.
What's your favorite episode or moment that you've done with the character of Gwen?
Oh, I think this most recent one where you get to have the Shape of Water parody that's going on. And
That's a great episode.
Yeah, dude. There's something about reading fanfic and trying to find ways to say boned in like 20 ways, or like, and then his number. And then they boned. Gwen, you're the best.
Well, I, for one, fully support your scientific endeavors. It probably won't even work, so I'll laugh at you when it blows up.
That's weird. What happened to my voice?
Hey, it worked. Termy's way smart. Oh my gosh. What happened to my voice?
Oh no. What the fuck is going on?
Your favorite character on Camp Camp, and if not, who and why?
He's definitely one of mine, just because he's so naive. He's willing to go along with anything. He's a little gullible.
Preach!
I also like, I guess I identify a little bit with Neil. He's a bit of a jerk, but I identify with him.
Wait, why were you in the attic?
Oh, I was just writing in, my diary.
You write in a diary?
Nerd!
David holds a special place, but I think I relate more to Max. He's so bitter, and he's so angry, and I love him. And I'm the opposite. As much as I love Max, I actually relate more to David, because I'm a teacher.
The Flower Scouts. I think that Samantha Ireland that does all the voices, she just nails every single one of them.
Yeah, Sugar Shamrock.
All right, bloopers time.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh yeah, smell that nature. Oh, that's the stuff.
I can honestly say that Camp Camp is probably my personal favorite show that I've ever been involved in. I was just really, really relieved that we had such good reception, because I was like, I want to do this character for as long as I possibly can, because I am a better person when I am playing.
I'm an agent of chaos.
I've always wanted to know what it was like to be in someone else's shoes, so I chose to make this an educational experience. Now, I'll finally know what it's like to be inside Gwen.
Intermission to point out that Lee is just like all about shipping and trash checks.
So with the show skewing pretty vulgar and for the better for most of it, was there any concern kind of going into even later seasons like, oh, can we amp this up? Do we have to worry about people being worried about us needing to be more PC?
I think as like culture changes, I think the comedy behind Camp Camp will also, conform to that a little bit. Like, it's whatever pushes the boundaries of the time. There are some jokes maybe in season 1 we probably wouldn't make now even.
Same.
It's interesting to think about whether or not we have to keep revving up or dialing up the vulgarity, because there were a couple heartwarming episodes this year where there was no maybe anti-moral. Just a matter of maybe not keeping it vulgar, but vulgar enough or obscene enough, pushing the boundaries and keeping it interesting. You know, so now we're not making the same joke in a different way, like reskinning it.
Seeing a
basically.
10-year-old cuss is only funny a handful of times.
Yeah.
Don't be a fucking I'll tell him you touched me.
And, you know, that was we never really wanted to be like the shock humor show. I think we've always just done what we generally just think is kind of funny.
This is the happiest day of my life. High five! High five!
Yeah, I don't feel the need to go even
gotta keep pushing
edgier. Like, no, like we don't care about that.
It's actually a fine line between like pushing the envelope and becoming edgy for the sake of edginess.
Yeah, Camp will always be a fairly episodic show, but the one thing that stays consistent is the character development, which is a trend I see happening a lot more in cartoons these days, where you might have your adventure of the week, but this person is now a changed person from the adventure of last week. And then, yeah, we started realizing halfway through the season, it's like, we are having a little more wholesome of a vibe this season, and the audience picked up on it because it feels right. It feels like, where the kids are at now.
Still a good show.
Probably where they're starting to.
Yeah.